So to start off, can anyone who's been to Mount Rushmore raise their hand? Now, anybody who's been to the Mall of America, please raise their hand. So for many of us in the Midwest, they're not just tourist attractions, they're memories. Maybe it was a summer vacation driving through the Black Hills, or maybe it was walking around the massive mall with a bunch of friends trying to decide where to eat because there is way too many options. As DDUP students living in South Dakota, the regional landmarks are part of communities that surround us. Learning more about them helps us understand where we live and the impact these places have on our region. So today, I'm going to compare Mount Rushmore National Memorial and the Mall of America and explain how Mount Rushmore influences South Dakota's tourism and identity, and how the Mall of America shapes Minnesota's economy and culture, and how both contribute to regional pride and civic connection. So first, let's talk about Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore attracts around 2 million visitors per year, according to the National Park Service, and that's a huge number, especially for a state with a much smaller population like South Dakota. And then those visitors, they stay in hotels, they eat at local restaurants, they buy gas, they shop in small stores, and they also visit other attractions in the Black Hills. So tourism is one of the most important parts of Western South Dakota's economy, and Mount Rushmore plays a huge part in that. And the monument features carved faces of the US Presidents George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. And these presidents, they symbolize leadership, democracy, and American history. Because of that symbolism, Mount Rushmore doesn't just bring in money, it reinforces South Dakota's identity as a place connected to patriotism and national pride. So while Mount Rushmore represents history and tradition, the Mall of America represents something more modern. So now that we're shifting to Minnesota, the Mall of America, it's located in Bloomington, Minnesota. It's one of the largest shopping and entertainment complexes in the United States, and it attracts millions of visitors per year, not just from the Midwest, but also from across the country and even internationally. The mall includes over 500 stores, dozens of restaurants, and even an indoor amusement park. It's not just a place to shop, it's an experience. People can spend an entire day without ever leaving the building. Because of its size and popularity, the Mall of America has become more than just a mall. It represents Minnesota's strength in commerce, entertainment, and innovation. It shows how the Midwest isn't just farmland and small towns. It also includes large-scale businesses and tourism centers. So even though these two attractions are very different, they both shape how people view and experience our region of the Midwest. Mount Rushmore reinforces South Dakota's identity as a state tied to American history and patriotism, and the Mall of America highlights Minnesota's role as a commercial and entertainment hub. Both locations bring national attention to the Midwest, and they both strengthen local economies through tourism, and both create shared experiences. Whether it's standing in front of a massive granite monument or riding a roller coaster inside a shopping mall, for us as DDUP students, understanding these landmarks helps us feel more connected to the broader regional community beyond just our campus in Mitchell. They show us how history, tourism, and business shape the place that we live. To wrap up, Mount Rushmore and the Mall of America are more than just tourist attractions. They shape state economies and cultural identities. Mount Rushmore contributes to South Dakota through tourism and powerful historical symbolism, and the Mall of America drives Minnesota's economy and represents modern commerce and entertainment. By learning more about these landmarks, we better understand how tourism, history, and business influence the communities around us, and how we, as Midwesterners, are connected to something bigger than ourselves. Thank you.